In this video, we will be talking about the 10 signs of a high-value woman. You might have heard the term high-value woman before, but do you really know what it means? Well, it's pretty simple. A high-value woman is someone who is conscious of who she is. She knows that she has certain responsibilities, so she takes care of everything perfectly. Instead of relying on other people to get things done for her, she's super focused on her own goals and ambitions. Whether you're a man who wants to date a high-value woman or a woman who wants to increase her value, this video is for you. Without further ado, here are the 10 most important signs of a high-value woman. Number 1, she has a high self-esteem. The biggest sign of a high-value woman is her self-esteem. Women with high value believe in themselves and don't let anyone treat them with disrespect. In fact, a high-value woman spends most of her time working on herself. She's career-minded and has many goals to accomplish, so she's busy making her dreams come true. She doesn't put her worth in other people's hands, and she doesn't seek validation from other people. She knows that she's a woman with high value, so she only surrounds herself with people who can treat her like an equal. Even in relationships, high-value women don't rely on their partners too much. Instead of trying to be liked by her boyfriend, she's more focused on bringing value to the relationship. The high self-esteem comes from knowing her own worth. She knows she's capable of amazing things, so she doesn't let anyone intimidate her. While a low-value woman might pretend to have high self-esteem, her insecurities will eventually come out in one way or the other. With a high-value woman, there are no insecurities. She's confident enough to have naturally high self-esteem. Number 2, she's kind and compassionate. A kind woman is loved by everyone. After all, kindness is a key element to being feminine. A high-value woman treats everyone around her with respect because that's how she likes to be treated. Whether she's dealing with a wealthy billionaire or a server at a restaurant, she will always be kind and compassionate. And get this, high-value women always want the best things for their friends and family. Every time a friend needs a shoulder to cry on, a high-value woman will be able to make time. She'll send flowers to friends and family on every occasion and never miss an opportunity to make someone happy. Don't be fooled though. This level of kindness isn't for everybody. Despite being a kind person, a high-value woman knows how to put someone in their place if they're misbehaving. Not only does she stand up for herself, but she also knows how to stand up for others being mistreated. Her compassion is what makes a high-value woman liked by everyone. It's almost like she spreads kindness and happiness everywhere she goes. If she could, she'd use her kind heart to change the world. Number 3, she has high intelligence. A high-value woman is always intelligent. Not only is she book smart, but she's also life smart. This type of woman never stops working on herself even after getting a degree. She's always getting her hands on some books. In fact, high-value women love learning new things. She would enjoy hanging out with other intelligent people who increase her knowledge. And even after being so intelligent, a high-value woman never rests on her accomplishments. She knows that ignorance is a disease, not bliss, so she never stops learning. High-value women know that there are endless possibilities to learn new things in life, so she's always committed to being a more knowledgeable person. And get this, she never boasts about being the smartest person in the room. She knows she's smart, but she doesn't let her high intelligence get to her head. In fact, she doesn't get intimidated by other smart people and loves to befriend them. Number 4, she's not manipulative. A high-value woman doesn't have time to keep ill feelings in her heart. She knows that getting revenge from other people is a waste of her time. She doesn't involve herself in any kind of drama. In fact, if you ever see a woman trying to gossip, then she's not a high-value woman. Only women with low value try to manipulate others into getting what they want. For high-value women, it's much easier to get whatever they want just by being themselves. A high-value woman is always focused on her own life. She doesn't let any malice hold her back. Even if she has an argument with a loved one, she'd prefer sorting things out than keeping any grudges in her heart. If you want to be a high-value woman, then keep yourself away from drama like it's the plague. Surround yourself with people who are positive and compassionate. And even if you get into a huge fight, always remember to keep your calm. A high-value woman would never say anything she might regret later, so be very careful with your words, especially when you're angry. Number 5, she speaks her mind. Another powerful sign of a high-value woman is that she's never afraid to speak her mind. Even if she has a different perspective, she will find the best words to express her thoughts. a high-value woman doesn't try too hard to be liked by other people. In fact, she wouldn't agree with others just to fit into a group. This type of woman has a strong personality with firm beliefs, so she doesn't let others manipulate her into changing her mindset. Even if a high-value woman knows that her opinion might offend others, she finds the most diplomatic way to express herself. Being diplomatic is a great trait because it helps you get what you want without offending anyone. While speaking her mind, a high-value woman never uses negative words or points fingers at other people. Instead, she takes a softer approach and uses little words to get her point across. Similarly, if a high-value woman needs to request something that would be beneficial for her, she never holds back, whether it's in a relationship or friendship. High-value women are always bold enough to speak their mind. Number 6, her happiness comes from within. One of the biggest signs of a high-value woman is her source of happiness. Unlike other people who rely on others for validation, a high-value woman knows how to be happy with herself. This means she doesn't need reassurance from other people, and nor does she look for people who will always agree with her. She's confident in her own decisions and is always happy in her own company. In fact, high-value women are self-driven and super motivated. If she has a goal to achieve something, she'll do whatever it takes to get it done. Even when it comes to relationships, high-value women don't look for partners to make them happy. Instead, they look for partners who can support them through the journey of life. Being around a high-value woman makes other people happy with themselves, too. That's how contagious her happiness is. Number 7, she takes care of herself. A high-value woman takes self-care very seriously. She knows that a healthy lifestyle is the key to her success, so she always finds time to take care of herself. To spot a high-value woman, notice whether she has a healthy diet or not. Other healthy lifestyle habits include sleeping on time, working out regularly, and following a good skincare routine. Only low-value women ignore their diet and well-being. You'd find a low-value woman eating junk and sitting around all day because they're too lazy to get anything done. And apart from physical health, a high-value woman also protects her mental peace. She doesn't put herself in uncomfortable positions that would ruin her mental health. Instead, she surrounds herself with people who motivate her to take care of her well-being even more. Another interesting trait of high-value women is that they know when to take a break. You'll never see a high-value woman procrastinating or burning out because she knows when to let loose and relax. By taking a break from work occasionally, a high-value woman is able to build a new strategy and come back even stronger. In fact, that's the secret behind her never-ending success. Number 8, she isn't afraid to delegate. Another big sign of a high-value woman is her ability to delegate. Even though she knows her worth, she also realizes that she isn't a superwoman. She can't do everything herself, so finds people to delegate certain tasks. Delegation is always a good idea if you need to get a lot of work done. A high-value woman knows that delegating some tasks will help boost her own productivity, so she does it without a second thought. When a high-value woman is in business, she trusts her subordinates enough to leave certain tasks to them. After delegating, she never micromanages anything. But despite that, she always looks out for her team to make sure everything is done perfectly. A high-value woman is a great leader because she knows how to deal with responsibility. She never lets her subordinates feel any less of themselves, even when they make a mistake. As a leader, she's always there to correct her team's mistakes with love and compassion. Even in her personal life, a high-value woman knows how to delegate. She organizes her life in a way that allows her to rely on the people around her. Number 9, she influences people around her. Now, one of the most admirable signs of a high-value woman is the way she trains people around her. Every time someone meets this high-value woman, they're motivated to be more like her. She radiates intoxicating positive energy and uses her influence to train other people to be high-value individuals. She would use simple tactics like teaching others how to treat themselves and others with kindness to make the world a better place. In fact, a high-value woman loves to support other women in their journey. She wants to help women love themselves more and not attach their worth to their romantic relationships. This kind of woman is always committed to making other people become the best versions of themselves, so she coaches them in a subtle manner. In most cases, being around a high-value woman should teach others how to have a higher self-esteem and motivate them to be more career-driven. Number 10, she accepts her flaws. Nobody in the world is perfect, and a high-value woman knows how to acknowledge that in the best way. We already told you that a high-value woman doesn't think too highly for herself, but she still has high standards. She simply chooses to accept her flaws and make up for them in different ways. Instead of hiding behind a fake persona, she lets people see her weaknesses. Despite having some flaws, a high-value woman is always motivated enough to work on herself and become a better human being. In fact, she even uses this quality to encourage others to accept their flaws. The first step to correcting yourself is to accept that something is wrong, and a high-value woman can teach you that. After all, nothing is ever too broken to be fixed. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you a high-value woman already? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out other videos on our channel. Click now to watch.